there are some skills that are very useful, and then there are some skills that are not at all useful. I know this because I've learned a lot of very useful skills over the years, okay? For example, I learned how to spin my pencil. Look at that. That is beautiful, okay? Dude, this skill is literally gonna get me a six-figure salary when I grow up, okay? Look at this thing. In my interviews, I'm just gonna do this, and I don't even know how to solve any problems. I'm gonna get hired immediately. I even learned how to do a hand whistle, okay? Wait, actually, I don't know if I know how to do this anymore. Let's see. Bruh. Oh my god, it actually worked. Bruh. Oh my god, wait. We're gonna get it to work. I used to be able to like change the notes and stuff too. Hold up. Bruh. Oh my god.
75 years later.
Hey, there you go. No, it's gone. And I even learned how to do a backward shark, okay? You know how like this what the there's this shark, right? That guy. But I also learned how to do it the other way. Did I? Hey, very nice. We got a shark. Let's go. Easy. Okay, you know what? Let's get on to the video, okay? Hello everybody, I'm Car, and today we are not going to be talking about all the very useful skills I came across when I was in middle school and had nothing better to do. We're going to be talking about the top 10 skills that you should learn no matter what the heck you're interested in. Now, just a note, I am a little bit biased, just a little bit, but there are also a lot of things on this list that I really suck at, and I really regret sucking at them, so hopefully this will be a learning experience for both of us. Maybe I should have put combing my hair on the list. I kind of would benefit from that. But before we get into the video, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Thank you to all of you guys who are subscribed. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. Also, make sure to leave suggestions in the comments because I want to make videos for you guys. So if you guys have anything you guys want, just let me know and I will make it. And also, if you guys are interested in the content, make sure to join the Discord. We talk about all this fun stuff over there. And lastly, I just wanted to apologize for not getting that many videos out recently. I was literally super busy running this one tournament. And I don't know what I was doing to myself, dude. I spent so much time on that thing. And also, I'm still busy because I literally had to move to Berkeley this weekend. It's crazy. Dude, the last month of my summer has been so crazy, it's not even funny. But enough talking, let us get into the video. So you guys probably know what the top thing on my list is gonna be. The first, most important thing to learn, no matter what you're interested in, is how to problem solve. Dude, I might as well just be sponsored by AIME at this point. I literally mentioned them in every single one of my videos, but sadly they rejected me, just like College Board rejected me. So sad. But seriously though, the problem solving skills you learn in AIME are applicable to literally everything, right? Like I started AIME in 6th grade and it's basically helped me in everything from like my classes to olympiads to, I don't know, literally just learning anything I want, right? A funny story is that my mom asked me, hey, do you know where the intermediate algebra AIME textbook is? I can't find it. And I'm like, wait, why are you looking for the AIME textbook? Come on, only I need to qualify for AIME, okay? And then she's like, oh, I had to prep for my interview. And she's like a software engineer and she's using AIME to prep for her interviews, okay? So like, come on, you gotta see, AIME is amazing. So yeah, if you're a middle schooler or a high schooler or even a college student that has some extra time on their hands, make sure to like pick up an AIME textbook and just work through it, right? Because it helps you out in everything, okay? Like hands down, this is the one skill that I recommend everybody learn. Alright, at number 2, we got learning how to code. Dude, this is so sad. This is just me like talking about all the stuff I did for Olympiads, but no, seriously, like learning how to code is applicable to everything. Even if you go into bio or chem or material science or physics or mechie, you still have to learn some amount of coding, right? Like the reason why coding is so good is because it lets you do literally anything, right? Like I don't just use coding for USACO, right? Of course I use it mostly for USACO. For example, whenever one of my organizations needs like website made, I can make it in like 5 seconds. If I ever need to do something that's really manual labor intensive, I can just write a script to do it for me. And of course, coding gives you very high paying jobs. Come on, like well, you don't want money? What? No, I'm kidding. But if you guys do want to get into coding and you're not like that interested in USACO or anything, I would definitely recommend learning Python, right? It's a really easy language to learn and it can do literally anything, okay? Like with Flask and Django, you can make websites with Python. With like TensorFlow and Keras and stuff, you can do machine learning. With like the crypto libraries, you can do like cybersecurity stuff. You can do anything with Python just because it's so like versatile, okay? And there's so many free Python tutorials out there. So if you have some free time, just go pick up Python. Just like watch a video, learn some coding. It's a very, very good use of your time. Okay, so obviously the top 2 were kind of biased for me, right? Like I'm an Olympiad guy. I kind of think that these are really important. Maybe because I'm doing Olympiads, I don't know. But the next 2 are things that I really regret not getting good at, okay? So at number 3, we got learn how to manage people, okay? Now honestly, this is kind of on the top of my mind because for the tournament I was running, I had to manage a lot of people. And I really suck at managing people, okay? Like whenever I'm in a group, I end up doing most of the work. And it's not even because my teammates are really bad or like just because they're really lazy or anything. It's just because I'm not good at delegating work, right? Like if somebody slacks up for a little bit, I'm just like, okay, I'll just do it myself, fine, be that way. And then it just ends up as a really big waste of time for me and the other people who wanted to help out just can't help out because I'm not good at giving them instructions. And like learning how to manage people is applicable to everything, right? If you ever become like a leader of a club, if you ever like start your own company, if you ever just do, like, even for me making a YouTube channel, I still need to be a good leader, right? Just in terms of like, I don't know, for running my Discord, right? You have to be a good leader in like a lot of situations, so that's one thing I would very highly recommend you learn. How you learn it, I don't know, because I'm kind of bad at it, but like, I think practice is the best way to do it, but I don't know. I've had a lot of practice and I'm still not that great at it. Alright, now moving on to number 4, and this one's kind of related, but it is improve your public speak. Bruh. How ironic. Trying to say public speaking, I couldn't even say it. Big brain. I just do not know how to speak, boys. And kind of wrapped into this category, like, I also mean like people skills and that kind of thing, because I am extremely awkward, okay? Dude, literally in freshman year, the upperclassmen that I knew, like through like speech and debate or something, they would come up to me and they'd be like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, should I say hi? Should I say hi? Okay, I'll just walk and pretend I didn't hear them. Maybe they won't notice. And yeah, that basically sums up the entire existence of every 9th grade nerd out there. Dude, honestly, how do you even respond to what's up? Like, I don't get if you're supposed to say what's up back, because that's kind of weird, like they're asking you what's up. So if you say like what's up back, you're not even responding to their question, like what? I've honestly settled for nothing much, but like that's kind of lame. I don't know. Now, even though I wrapped like public speaking and people skills into the same thing, like you don't need to do speech and debate to get good at people skills, right? Like literally just by making this YouTube channel, I got way better at public speaking, right? You could compare my like first videos to my videos now, you can see a massive difference. Dude, it's honestly insane. I don't even know what I was doing back then. Bruh. But still, even though I'm a little bit better now, I still suck at like social situations. I just don't know what to say half the time. And if you catch me in person, I'm like stuttering half the time. It's like, what should I say? Wait, what? Literally the only 2 words I know how to say in a social context are very epic or god dang it. You gotta know that already. To get better at people skills, I think it's just a matter of talking to people more and just not being like a self-absorbed like nerd that just goes off to the corner to study. That's literally what I did throughout freshman and sophomore year. So yeah, just try to be a little bit more social. It really doesn't hurt. It doesn't waste that much time. It helps out a ton in the future because you're gonna have to work with people a lot in the future. So just make sure to develop your social skills early. Alright, now we're back to the academic stuff because I am tired of roasting myself. So at number 5, we got learn how to self-study, okay? And this basically includes self-studying for AP classes, maybe like learning new skills on your own, and Googling, okay? Googling is very underrated. Like a ton of people come up to me with questions and I'm like, have you tried searching it up? Maybe you might learn it that way. And then they go off and like 5 minutes later they're like, oh, okay, I see what you mean. I think a lot of people get into the habit of just depending on people who like know their stuff just to get their answers, right? But asking a person for answers is not very sustainable, right? You're not always gonna have that person right next to you, but you will always have Google, okay? Google is way more dependable than your best friend. Okay, sorry, I didn't want to roast your best friend, but like, come on. Your best friend can't be better than Google. There's no way. There's literally no way. But yeah, the reason why I'm saying that self-studying is such an important skill to have is because you can learn anything you want, right? You don't have to be dependent on being able to find a mentor to help you out, right? You could just say, oh, I want to learn this, and you could go and do it. This is really helpful in college when your professors are not actually going to have that much time to work with you one-on-one, right? And it's also going to be super helpful in like a company, right? If you get a job, your managers are not going to be babysitting you, right? So being able to learn things on your own is a really good skill, and honestly the best way to do it is just find some skills you're interested in and try to learn it yourself. Do not try to like turn to any teachers, just learn it yourself. Okay, now we are on to number 6. That's not, what? What? I don't know how to count, boys. Number 6, learn how to write well, okay? Now, honestly, like, I'm a STEM nerd. You guys know that I hate humanities, but writing well is still important no matter what you do. And yes, in my past videos, I have roasted teachers for assigning us nasty essays about analyzing the symbolism of, like, I don't know, a turtle. I honestly still stand by those roasts, okay? Literary analysis just sucks, okay? But writing in general is pretty useful. Like, just understanding how to use English well is applicable to literally everything, right? In CS, for example, you might have to write a paper, right? And being really bad at English makes it kind of hard, just a little bit. Writing proofs in math requires quite a bit of, like, English knowledge. You just need to be able to communicate, right? And honestly speaking, I just like being able to express myself through words. And even beyond just being able to put your thoughts down, right? Like, you're gonna have to send a lot of emails when you get older, and like, the writing helps with that too. Dude, it's crazy how many emails I had to send this past week for the tournament. It's crazy. But basically my point is just don't waste your time in English. Like, yes, I agree that some of the English essays kind of suck. And if you get good at writing, you get like a lot more flexibility in life. And a lot of the really smart Olympiad kids I know are really good at writing too. So highly recommend paying a little attention in English, okay? Alright, now for number 7, which is another one that I really suck at, is dealing with financial stuff. And honestly, like, as a high schooler, you probably just think this is useless. Why would I care about money? My parents are earning money. I don't need to earn money. Why would I care about money? But the point is, your parents are not always going to be able to pay for you, okay? And I am learning that the hard way, dude. I am going to college next week, and I have nobody to handle my finances. I don't know how to open a bank account. I have to like learn how to like invest money. I don't even know what half the stuff does on the bank screen. And another thing that sucks is like there's something called the Roth IRA, right? Like if you know your finance, you probably know what that is. But it's basically a place where you could save for retirement and invest stuff, right? And basically you could get a ton of money if you invest early because it compounds over time. And like last summer when I was in an internship, I earned like quite a bit of money, but I didn't put it in one of these accounts, so I actually like wasted so much time that could have been spent putting it in that account and earning money. And honestly speaking, just knowing how finances work is good, just so you know how money works, right? Like money is what makes the world go round, okay? That is how you afford your new fidget spinner. So you gotta know how to use money. For me, like this summer, I basically spent a lot of time reading finance books and reading like investment books. I think one that I read was like A Walk Down Wall Street or something. I forgot the exact title, by Peter Lynch. And I also read like Personal Finance for Dummies and a couple other things. So just reading a couple books to get yourself like acquainted with how finance works is a good idea before you graduate from high school. All right, and now we are on number 8. We're almost at the end, okay? And number 8 is be able to maintain a very good schedule, okay? Now this skill honestly like is what saved me throughout high school, right? So being able to sleep at a certain time, wake up at a certain time, and like finish your like daily routine every single day makes you so much more productive. Because when you sleep, act as a deadline. When you wake up and finish your stuff, you get like a lot of stuff done in the morning. Like I basically wake up every morning, brush my teeth, do exercise, take a shower, and then like finish up like some daily quotas, like I don't know, 3 AIME problems a day or something, and then I have the rest of the day to do whatever I want. And the earlier you start having a schedule, the longer you can maintain it for, right? Because if you start in 9th grade, you're not going to stop it randomly when you go to college, right? You're basically going to have like this habit of having a schedule, and it'll keep going, and you'll keep being productive, and you'll keep getting a lot more done in your day. All right, we're almost at the end. Number 9, and this one is another one that I am like kind of biased for, but it's learn how to use your computer well. And that basically includes things like typing and like keyboard shortcuts. Terminal you don't really have to learn, but like it's kind of nice. I've used Terminal so much that I don't even use Finder at all. But like being able to type fast is actually such a superpower, okay? Like it literally pains me to see people who type like at 60 words per minute and they're just like typing this like essay super slowly, and I'm just like, okay, like what are you doing? Like honestly, being able to type fast just takes away a lot of limitations for how fast you can get work done, right? And honestly, everything you do is now on your computer. I literally spend my entire day in front of my computer. Maybe a little bit too much, maybe. Let's not talk about that, okay? I don't know why my eyes suck so bad. It's totally not because I spend so much time in front of a computer. And of course, keyboard shortcuts is kind of nitpicky, but like, it helps, okay? If you know your keyboard shortcuts, you could finish work like 50 times faster. And it also helps when your teacher is walking behind you and you're playing some Viv. You gotta be able to alt tab off the screen very quickly. So those top 9 are like the main things that I would recommend you learn. So for number 10, I kind of cheated and I just put a bunch of miscellaneous stuff that I think you should also learn. Not very important, but I think they're pretty good skills to use. First, learn how to use spreadsheets, okay? Because I've used so many spreadsheets, and like using the complex function of spreadsheets actually helps so much. You can do so many cool things with spreadsheets, like run a guts round or something, or like you could keep track of scores or stats or anything, and you could even make like live leaderboards and stuff, which is really good for science bowl if you're running practices. Another one is learn how to drive, right? You're so much more free when you learn how to drive. I literally learned how to drive as soon as I could, and I was so happy when I got my license. It's crazy. And of course, hypocritical me says learn how to cook, but I did not know how to cook, so take it with a grain of salt. Wow, did you see that like metaphor or something? I don't know what it's called. I guess I'm also a hypocrite for learning how to use English, bruh. And those are the main things I would recommend you learn, no matter what you're interested in. Like all of the skills that I talked about are really applicable to every single field that you might go into. And honestly, I really regret not doing some of those, so don't be me and learn those things. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know down in the comments. I really want to make videos that you guys enjoy, so please let me know what you guys want and I will make them. But other than that, remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I am done for today. So thank you guys for watching again, and see you guys next time.